guys, I hope everybody had a good 4th. This is Ben. We are coming back to you with another video here on our bus layout. We decided this week we would show you kind of what our plans are for the future of our bus with design and everything we're really thinking we're doing on our bus currently. Now all this is subject to change. It's definitely not definite stuff here. So yeah, we kind of were hoping also to get some feedback from some of you guys that have done some of this stuff before and see how it turned out for you, or if you see anything that you would change, definitely let us know in the comments below. We will take your opinions into consideration and definitely appreciate them. So thank you. Alright, so for most of you that watch our videos, normally you guys know that we just sheeted our bus all the way across here after we raised our roof 21 inches. And we are all the way to the roof transition right now, and this is wide open. This is the only part of our bus that doesn't have skin on it now. And yeah, so we were trying to figure out exactly how we were going to accomplish this part of the sheeting. And after talking with my buddy Wes, I decided to go against my original plan, which was this bottom sheet right here, this little square. We are going to rivet it, and that part's right. We are going to rivet that into place all the way around. Now the sheeting that goes over the actual roof transition right here, originally I was just going to lay down 3 sheets, one that went up about to here, one that went across the top of the bus in the center here, and then an identical one to this piece on the other side. And I was going to make it so they were at this angle and rested against the square tubing supports that we welded into place. And then I was going to have them overhang over the top a few inches and over the bottom a few inches, and then knock it down flushed with the roof on the top of the transition and the roof on the bottom of the transition, so I could rivet them into place. I've never done any welding myself before, and we figured out that that is what is going to have to happen with this, because this would be considered a compound bend if we had to take our sheet that was here, bend it this way, and bend it this way. And the reason it's going to be a compound bend if we did that is because it also has to bend on the radius of the roof. So it'd bend this way and it'd bend this way. And if you've ever tried to bend like a piece of, construction paper or anything like that, like 2 separate ways without putting creases in it, it is definitely difficult and doesn't really work. So yeah, after talking to my buddy Wes, we decided that we were going to buy a welder and learn how to weld ourselves so we can weld this into place. And don't worry guys, I'll get some lessons from my buddies that are welders. We will just see what happens after that, and if I feel like it's something that I'm not confident in myself and my skills about, we will hire somebody to do it. But no matter what, we're buying a welder. It's actually in the mail already, because I want to learn to weld. There's lots of stuff on this bus that needs welding, and I've always wanted to be a welder, as one of my hobbies, not as a career. But anyways though, so yeah, so what's going on with this? We're going to rivet this piece into place, and then the pieces going over the top here, we're going to be welding it on this line all the way over the center of the bus and down the other side, and on this line here. Now the supports that are going through here where the sheet metal goes over, we're actually going to be riveting that part into place on all of those. And then where the seams are, where the seams meet on that sheet metal, we might be welding them also. Not sure yet. We'll just have to see. I think that riveting will be just fine, because I can rivet directly into the square tubing that we put on there that's welded into place. So anyways, so yeah, that's what's going on with that transition right there. Now what I'm going to talk about next is just all stuff that we are thinking that we are going to be doing on our bus in the future. These are all just ideas. Some of them are for sure, some of them aren't for sure. But before we move our bus, there is 1 or 2 things that we absolutely have to do. First thing definitely is making sure that this is sheeted right here. And then secondly, we have to put back on the rub rail which is right here, and we are going to put that back on with rivets just like it was originally put on the bus for the structural integrity of the bus. And then after that, I'm not sure which direction we're going to go, if we're going to go with the understorage or if we're going to go with the roof deck, but we are going to do one of those coming up next. Actually, we might do the windows first even before that, so we can see on the inside of the bus. That's actually probably what we'll do next. So the other day we went and met up with somebody and we got sold 5 really nice windows for our bus conversion for a really good price. We paid $250 for 5 windows. They're all really well tinted and in pretty darn good condition. I forget what size these 3 are. Well, actually this one we don't even have yet. That's a porthole window. That's for later on in the video. But we bought 5 windows. 2 of them are these 49 by 49 inch windows with the bottom 4th, I would say, maybe the bottom 5th of the window actually cranks up away from the window. And that's where there's going to be screens so we can vent the front of the bus there. But anyways though, yeah, we got a great deal on all this stuff. We also got 2 egress windows. One of them, the one that's going to be here, actually has a split in the middle and it slides, and then it will have a screen on one side, and there's a handle on there for emergency exit that you can just pop that sucker out and get out of there if there's a fire or any sort of emergency. So we got 2 egress windows. The other one is not like this. The other one doesn't slide like this, but it does pop out also. And then we got one of these long stationary windows. That's really cool because in the RV, well, I guess it would be the 5th wheel that it came off of, it actually sat in the back of the bus like this, vertically. And we thought, oh, how cool would that be if we could put it horizontally on our bus somehow. So yeah, I know that we haven't talked to you guys about the design on the inside of our bus. We have a really cool idea though that we've never seen, and we'll explain more about that in later videos. But for now, just know that we are going to be sleeping above our kids. And so if you could just imagine, this is pretty much, well, let's see, this is pretty much the floor in our bus right here, all the way down here. And then about halfway up, maybe a little bit more, right here is going to be the platform for our bed. And that is going to be on a dividing frame that will look like a capital T. If you look down from the front of the bus to the back of the bus, it will look like a capital T here. And one of our kids are going to be sleeping on one side of the vertical part of the T, and one of the kids are going to be sleeping on the other side. They're going to have their little cubbyhole rooms in here to sleep in. And yeah, so if you see this window right here, you'll know that that's going to be next to either Gabby or me while we are sleeping. And hopefully we can find another similar one, because I'd love to put it on both sides so we can both see out of the window all the way down like that. Now in our kids' rooms, we were thinking, and this is not a permanent decision, we're just thinking this for now, we're thinking we could put porthole windows at the head of their beds so they can look outside either while they're sleeping or whatever, you know, just to get some light in there as well. And we really like that idea. We really think that it looks cool like this too. But yeah, once again, not a permanent decision, not 100% positive on that. But anyways, yeah, so that's it for windows. We're going to be cutting those into place coming up here in the future. We're going to have to cut through the hat channel that we actually installed, the extra hat channel that we installed to raise our roof 21 inches. And yeah, we're going to have to put in some studs, either some metal ones or some wooden ones. I'm pretty sure we're going to do metal studs, and we have to frame in the window there after we cut it out. Yeah, so that's what's going on with our windows coming up here. The other side's going to look different than this, but we'll show you guys that in a different video here. Okay, so besides that, we are not sure what we're going to do after that. If we're going to start with the understorage or the roof deck slash solar walkout area slash solar area slash moonroof area. Also known as our roof in the future. But yeah, so what our plan is right now is we are going to do a full length roof deck, and there's only going to be about half of it that is going to be for us to be able to use as an actual deck for hanging out anytime that we want to. And the other half is actually going to be for solar panels. And if you see here where it's darkened in black, I was kind of thinking that's where the solar panels were going to be. I accidentally put it in the center here. That's probably not going to be there because I think we are actually going to have a moon roof that will be in the center of this part of the deck, so we can get some light from above us through there. But that's not 100% sure, or that's not a 100% deal yet. But yeah, that's kind of what we're thinking. Now, what's going to be really cool about this design is that this deck is going to be the width of our bus all the way through. And we are thinking, as of now, that on this side where we hang out, we can just do whatever we want to hang out. There is going to be a moon roof that's going to go in the center of this part of the deck, which is actually going to be pretty wide because we want to have a moon roof right above our bed so we can lay in bed at night and look at the stars. I know that sounds like a dream to some of you guys out there, and it is a dream to us, and we really want to make that happen. I actually just contacted a company, AIA, I'm not sure, AIA company. They do custom skylight windows, and we're talking with them about if we can get this done or not. But we actually want this to be something about 5 feet wide and about 3 feet in width, maybe 2.5, 3 feet in width. And it's going to be really big, but it's going to be amazing to lay up there at night and look at the stars while we're going to sleep. So that's just kind of a pipe dream at this point. I hope that that works. We will see. But anyways, back to the deck. So on one side, we're going to be able to hang out, and on the other side is going to be for our solar panels and solar panel maintenance. So what our plan is for this is that there's going to be a catwalk kind of through the center of the solar panels. So the solar panels are going to be lined on the driver's side and the passenger side with a couple foot gap in the center so we can walk down and maintenance our solar panels and also tilt them if we want to towards the sun wherever we are parked to help us get more solar power to our bus. And yeah, like I said, right in the middle of that there might be, you know, like a 2 foot by 2 foot skylight right there where the emergency exit was. We're not 100% sure yet, but if it's there, it can kind of go right in the middle of that catwalk and we can just step over it. It won't really matter. Our kids aren't going to be going over here. There's going to be a fenced off area in here where there's railing, so our kids can't actually go over there. So yeah, anyways though, so that's kind of what we're thinking for our roof deck, and it is a big dream of ours to get it done like this, and I really hope that we can. Also too, I guess I should say, with the railing, we want to make sure that our railing has a lot of dividers in it because we don't want our kids trying to climb through this stuff. And obviously they'll never be allowed up there without us, but either way, just kind of like to be safe, we want to do the best we can with dividing up those areas, you know, making sure that those areas are tight so the kids can't climb through. Oh, and one more thing about the roof deck, we are going to be welding some supports that will actually bolt through the roof of our bus, and we will have to do that before we do spray foam insulation, which we are doing that on the inside of our bus, closed cell spray foam insulation. And it is not cheap, ladies and gentlemen. If you've ever looked into it, you know that for yourself. But yeah, anyways though, so yeah, we're going to be bolting all these legs on here, and we're going to do try to do quite a bit just so it's nice and secure up there. This is probably a bunch of overkill, what's in this picture, but I just kind of sketched this together really fast. Anyways though, so yeah, if you guys have any advice on our roof deck, please let us know in the comments below. We will definitely take it into consideration. We've never done anything like this before. For the welding that goes on with the roof deck, I will be getting helped by a professional friend or just hiring a professional if need be, just because yeah, I want to make sure it's done really well and correctly. So don't worry guys, if I'm not confident in any of the stuff that I'm welding, it will not stay, okay? So don't worry about us. We are thinking about this very consciously for the safety of our children and the safety of us. And yeah, don't worry about it. We're definitely getting it taken care of the correct way. So yeah, so after that, I think the roof deck's going to be first, and then we're going to be doing under storage. And this is kind of a bad drawing of our under storage. It probably won't be this low. I'm not really positive yet. I don't have my bus right here in front of me, so I'm not really sure exactly how high this is on our tires. Anyways, but yeah, so we are going to be cutting out the side of our bus right here where the sheet metal is. We're going to be cutting out that sheet metal. We will be adding under storage right here, and I think that we are going to buy some pre-made containers, and we will actually just weld the cage that they will slide into the bottom of our bus there, and bolt it as well into certain areas. But yeah, that's pretty much what it's going to look like. There's not really much to explain there other than we're going to cut out the sheet metal and yeah, and then just add those containers under there. And it will probably take 3 to get the length that we want. I can't tell you off the top of my head how long that length is, but it kind of looks like this. So and the whole this whole scale of the drawing here of my bus is not very good. Just threw it together, so this looks a little shorter than our bus, but whatever, we'll make do. Anyways, okay, so going to the front door, we are going to be taking out our bus door, and we are going to be welding in a frame for either an entry door for a house, which I don't think we're going to do that. I think we're actually going to go with an RV door there, just because the screen door is attached on the inside of it. So we'll be welding a frame into place with some square tubing there, and yeah, that's going to look really nice. And our paint job coming up, you guys, is going to be a surprise. We want to surprise you guys. We think that everybody's going to think it's pretty crazy looking, and that's what we're going for, because we're kind of crazy folks. But yeah, anyways, so yeah, that's what's going on with the door up here. Welding that frame into place, installing an RV door. Looking forward to that very much. Yeah, so up next, the last thing that we have right now that we're thinking about, and this is one of the crazier ideas that we actually probably will do. We are going to take out the flashers in the front of the bus and the back of the bus. We are actually going to be installing marine speakers there that will go out towards the outside of the bus. So we can play music and listen to it on the outside of our bus anytime we want to. That's powered by solar, which is really awesome. And some of you know, some of you don't know, but Gabby and I are musicians of sorts, and we like to play a lot of music together, and yeah, just play a lot of music in general. I play several instruments, and what my goal is with this bus is to be able to use it kind of as an amplifier of sorts. So I want to be able to have a couple 1/4-inch jacks in different areas of our bus, on the outside and on the inside, where I can plug in, turn a knob, turn on the speakers, turn on the amplifiers, I should say, and yeah, be able to play music through them, whether it be guitar, bass, anything like that, keyboard, whatever. But that's a really big goal of mine. It's something unique that I've never seen anybody else do. And yeah, we're unique people, you guys. So our bus is going to be extremely unique when it is finished. You will see. But yeah, if anybody's ever tried any of this stuff before and been successful or not successful, either way, let us know in the comments below, because we really want to hear from people that have done this stuff. Right now, you know, some of the stuff is pretty much pipe dreams, and we want to make them real dreams and then reality, people. So definitely let us know in the comments below what you guys think of that. And yeah, I'm pretty sure that concludes everything we think we're going to be doing coming up here. The interior obviously is going to be a whole different thing. We haven't really laid out our bus layout in the front of the interior very well yet. We've definitely drawn it out a few times, but it is subject to change always. And the only thing we know for sure that is going to be happening is that in the back of the bus, our bed platform is going to be here. Our kids are going to sleep on one side and another side of the bus back here underneath of us, and then right behind us we are building a wall so we can have a garage area that we can access from the back door here. So that's all we know for sure on the interior. We'll figure out the rest as we go here. We'll definitely keep you guys in the loop. If you guys have any suggestions, anything for us, any knowledge that you have, don't hold it back. Let us know in the comments below. We greatly appreciate it. I hope this video was informative for some of you guys. We just really wanted to give you guys some insight on what we were thinking for the design of our bus, on the exterior at least for now. We're really excited for this. Me looking at this right now, it looks amazing to me. The only window that we don't have is the porthole one too, so this is almost for certainly gonna look like this. And yeah, I've just never really seen a bus look like this. There's some similarities with other buses, but I think that ours is gonna look very unique by itself. So yeah guys, thank you for sticking around and checking out our bus plan on the exterior here, and we will catch you guys next week with another episode. And we should be doing some welding and riveting of the roof transition in our next episode. Also in our next episode, we're not 100% sure we're going to be doing this, but a local news station here in the Sioux Falls, South Dakota area, Kelloland, actually reached out to us and did a 6.5-minute segment interview about our family and our bus conversion and our lives. So I think we're going to link up the whole video in our next episode, and yes, you guys can check that out. It was really cool doing an interview like that, and the gal that interviewed us, she was very into our idea. So was the cameraman. I think it was Taylor and Brittany, if I remember correctly. But yeah, it just made us really excited because they stuck around and talked to us for quite a while afterwards, and they were just both so pumped up and inspired. And anyways, we'll try to link that up in our next episode here, so you guys can get the scoop on that. Pretty cool. Thanks again guys for sticking around. We will catch you next week. Aloha. Peace guys.